passing. It's the Bills and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
Well, autumn starting to get ready to the first hints of winter as we are at a chilly MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Well, we get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Hines now on the return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Buffalo offense ready to bring out their high-powered attack. And at the center of it all, of course, the rocket arm man in his 5th year out of Wyoming, Josh Allen. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack. Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Pressure comes, and the Bills block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And they are going to wind up with a football and possession at the 8-yard line. And somebody better wake up pretty quick here. You give up the touchdown on the first drive of the game, then you get the ball and have a punt blocked. I love how you phrased it. There better be a wake-up call in a hurry. Already down, gave up a punt block. That could make it a bigger hole to try and climb out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive. They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. If partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one? I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. First down, right back to Hall. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 70 yards. I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay. And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one. Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Cook up the gut. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7. On play action, Allen uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. A 23-yard run. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing a 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, trying to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the first half of this season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Allen will try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Check. Loading.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. Gets this one to Morris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen now on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here, and what, halftime over? No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Wilson now off the bootleg.
This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Ready, ready.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
There's Wilson to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Lock it. Check, check.
On the counter, it's Hall.
Gets past one man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Reggie Gilliam, 30 yards. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. 3 quarters in the books. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Bass now to send it away. And this a very, now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A short kick taken at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. Back to throw. Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side. And then the
pressure comes and the Bills block it. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Able to get the pressure, get a paw on it, knock it down, and then go and grab it and take it into the end zone. What a play. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he's going to take another shot here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Finding Knox there, complete.
A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Allen off the play fake.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. This is caught. And he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To throw, it's Allen. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Open man here is Conklin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 39, Wilson completes it to Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One last shot for Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too.